My stepdad installed a camera pointing at my bedroom to protect me from our neighbor, so I ran to that neighbor for help. The dot was embedded in a small square mount, angled downward, directly at my bed. My stomach tightened. I stood up and got closer. The closer I got, the clearer it became. It wasn't a screw, it was a camera. I didn't scream, I didn't panic, not right away. My brain did that thing where it tried to protect me by explaining it away. It's probably fake, maybe it's broken, maybe it's not even turned on. I waved my hand in front of it. Nothing happened. No red light, no movement. Still, my heart was beating so hard I could feel it in my throat. I backed away slowly and sat on my bed again, staring at it from a distance like it might suddenly move if I blinked. That's when I heard footsteps in the hallway, heavy ones. I froze. The footsteps stopped right outside my door. Everything okay in there? My stepdad's voice asked. I swallowed. Yeah. The door opened wider. He leaned against the frame like he always did. Tall, broad shoulders, the kind of man people described as solid. He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. You've been in your room a lot lately, he said casually. I nodded. Homework. He glanced past me, toward the ceiling, toward the camera, then back at me. Good, he said. Staying busy is good. He lingered for a moment too long. Then he tapped the doorframe twice and walked away. My skin crawled. I waited until I heard the TV turn on in the living room before I moved. I grabbed my hoodie and pulled the hood up even though I was inside. It felt stupid, but it made me feel a little safer. Then I pulled out my phone and took a picture of the camera. No flash, just a quick snap. I zoomed in. There was no doubt anymore. It was real. I sat there staring at the picture, my thumb hovering over the screen, wondering who to send it to. My mom was the obvious choice, but something stopped me. Not fear exactly. More like hesitation, because if I was wrong, if there was some explanation, I'd look dramatic, paranoid, ungrateful. My stepdad, Mark, loved to talk about how sensitive my generation was. I imagined telling my mom and watching her sigh, already tired from work, already halfway to defending him. So instead, I did something smaller. I covered the camera, I took a hoodie from my closet and draped it over the corner of the room so the sleeve hung down and blocked the lens. Then I sat on my bed, staring at it, waiting for something to happen. 10 minutes passed. Nothing. 20. Still nothing. I started to relax. Maybe it wasn't connected. Maybe it was old. Maybe a sharp knock hit my door. I jumped. The door opened immediately. Mark stood there again. His eyes went straight to the hoodie sleeve, then to me. What's that? He asked. My mouth went dry. What? The hoodie? He said. Why is it hanging like that? I shrugged. It fell. He stepped into my room without asking, pulled the sleeve aside. The camera was visible again. His jaw tightened for half a second before he smiled. Oh, he said lightly. That. My heart pounded. That's a security camera, he continued. I meant to tell you. You. My voice cracked. I swallowed and tried again. You put a camera in my room? He held up his hands. Relax. It's for your safety. I stared at him. From what? He sighed like I was being difficult. From the neighbor. My blood ran cold. What neighbor? You know, he said. The one across the street. The guy who's always watching. I thought of the house across from ours. The older one with the peeling paint. A man who lived alone. I'd seen him before. Middle-aged, quiet, always gardening or fixing something in his yard. He waved sometimes. That was it. He gives me a bad feeling, Mark continued. I've seen him looking at this house. Looking at you. That's not. I stopped myself. I didn't know what to say. I'd never felt threatened by the neighbor. Not once. You should be grateful, Mark said. Most parents wouldn't go this far. My chest felt tight. Does mom know? Of course, he said quickly. Too quickly. She agreed it was a good idea. Something about that felt wrong. When was that decided? I asked. Last week. My hands were shaking now. Then why didn't anyone tell me? He tilted his head, studying me. Because we didn't want to scare you. I let out a shaky laugh. You put a camera in my bedroom to protect you, he repeated, firmer now. He stepped closer. Don't cover it again, he said quietly. It needs a clear view. I felt sick. Then he turned and left. I barely slept that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I imagined the camera blinking on. Imagined someone watching. At some point around 3 a.m., I pulled my blanket over my head like a little kid and just lay there, counting my breaths. The next morning, I confronted my mom. She was in the kitchen pouring coffee when I walked in. Mom, I said, why is there a camera in my room? She didn't even look surprised. Oh, she said. Mark told me he installed one. My stomach dropped. And you were okay with that? She sighed and leaned against the counter. Honey, he's just worried about you. Full story on channel. Link below.